Can AI stop us from being productive or contributing after 35? Why 35? Well, in some societies, 35 seems to be the top of the hill for one's career. And after that, it becomes a gradual downhill journey, and where one faces the challenges of ageism and all other discriminations. And now with this narrative of AI taking away white-collar jobs, it becomes a very depressing type of narrative that hits the soul. I'm standing here right after heavy rain, and I've got an umbrella at the back of me, and the heavy rain represents the darkness and depression that also came over my soul as I encountered the challenge of this narrative coming out after ChatGPT and after the debut of ChatGPT at the end of 2022. So I was very discouraged as I watched YouTube video after YouTube video about how AI was generating code, and there was this fear that it would take away take away the skills and experience and expertise of many white-collar jobs. And for me, the job of interest was software development and machine learning, which seemed to be the thing that AI would be taking away. And we see this as a growing narrative from Silicon Valley AI vendors that seem to pump out this false and dishonest narrative. Nonetheless, my soul was damaged, and I was wrecked with depression and hopelessness, much like the rain that fell on many umbrellas just now, during the heavy downpour. But after many years, it's 2025, it's almost 3 years. We're coming to November 2025, which would mark the 3rd anniversary of the launch of ChatGPT. And I've still yet to find some concrete and substantial reason to support that narrative. I thus call out that narrative as false and damaging. And now, so if AI cannot take away white-collar jobs, can it then keep us from being productive? Because we have all this parallel narrative of teenagers and young people using AI to replace the positions of more senior people. Well, I highly doubt it. I think that AI is just a tool, and artificial intelligence and machine learning and all the technology based on transformer, reformer architectures and neural network and deep learning technologies all augment the human experience and make us richer. And one of the things that I want to battle also is this narrative of that back to that 35-year-old challenge, that barrier there. Let me say this. Yes, although there is widespread and challenging barriers to people fighting against ageism and this false narrative that we also cannot have productive people in their silver years. I have with me the lovely Bron Williams to share about her experience starting a business, which is very challenging. In fact, I would consider the most challenging activity when you're talking about, in the context of careers and in employment and, just trying to, earn a living. Starting a business is really tough. Bron did it when she was, way past after 35. And here she is to share her experience in a recent podcast. Thank you. starting a business much later on in life, than the teenagers and all these mythical entrepreneurs, who become billionaires at 25. Give us a little takeaway, about starting a business um, in the silver years.
Well, I think what I've discovered is that whether you're starting them later in life or earlier in life, when I first started, because I have no background in business, so I've education and not for profit, I thought everybody else had some sort of secret sauce, that there was some magic way of building a business, finding the right clients, in my case, finding the right stages and gigs, places to speak. And I always used to think, I'm just making this up as I go along. Hello? I actually think that's the truth. All entrepreneurs are making it up as they go along because we start with an idea. We've got a bright idea, and where I've landed and where I started are quite different, though you can join the dots and see how I got from one to the other. And obviously, you can come into business with maybe more experience in business than I did. So I've had to learn a lot of, strategy and marketing and all sorts of online stuff that I had never had to confront before. But I literally do think for most of us, we're making it up as we go along, and we need to be proud of that because we literally are creating something out of nothing. And I was thinking of that. This is drove to the office here today. That I'm amazed that in 8 or 9 years, I've gone from having no visibility to having quite good visibility, to being able to be guesting on things like this, where I'm learning regular money. It may not be as much as I would like to, but I'm thinking, I did that. I made that happen. No one did this for me. I didn't sign up for a job or anything like that. And so I think we need to be really celebrating the small wins along the way and, just pat ourselves on the back because we are making this up as we go along. We're creating something out of nothing. And whether it's bricks and mortar or, service-based business, we're bringing products and services to the community, to the marketplace that are of value to other people.
So there you have it. And I hope that has been of some encouragement to you so that we can take a stand and against this damaging and challenging narrative of not just AI taking away jobs, but AI making us not productive after the age of 35. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash the like button and comment in the comments below. Thank you very much.